What is up, Pokemon Go family? It is your boy, TheGoulGuy, back at you guys yet again with another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Love Cup on Valentine's Day. Yes, it's been out for like 2 weeks, this league, and I'm pretty sure most of the people that are going to be probably even watching this video are probably tired of the Love Cup, and I can't lie to you, I'm tired of the Love Cup too. I have been playing it throughout the couple of weeks here, experimenting with a couple of teams, and let's just say I'm very tired of it. I mean, there's a lot of bulky Pokemon in this league, a lot of milk tanks, a lot of licky lickies, freaking just so many freaking tanky and bulky Pokemon. Aloma, can I pronounce it properly? But yeah, a lot of tanky freaking Pokemon in this league, making matches freaking super long. So I'm not gonna bore you with anything. I got like literally 2 matches that I'm going to be showcasing today. Well, for this video, it's just going to be this one. And from what you can see on the thumbnail, we are going to be showcasing a team with one of my, well, just now favorite Pokemon, actually, just because I have never used it in the Go Battle League ever. It's freaking Rotom, man. It's a ghost type Pokemon, so obviously love ghost type Pokemon, right? And it's an electric type Pokemon that can hit super effective against the Aloma, if I'm pronouncing it, you know, it's Aloma. Anyway, really good damage with a Thunderbolt, which is really nice. But it's a ghost Pokemon that knows Astonish. Astonish is a really good move in this league, especially with all the psychic types that you see out there, especially with the Slowbros, the Metachams and everything like that. So it's a perfect Pokemon to use, but it is super squishy. But today we are going to be building up a team around Rotom to cover its weaknesses, and that is why we have a team consisted of Rotom, Licky, I don't know why I had a brain fart there, Licky, and as well Aloma. Now the Aloma is for any fire types we come across, essentially Macargo and as well as Talonflame. Essentially the Incinerate damage does so much damage to the Rotom. I wanted to cover that, and then Licky, it just covers pretty much most of the neutral matches that we end up running into, but that is the team. Let's showcase it real quick, show you guys the IVs of everything before we get into the battles. First and foremost, like we always do, happy Valentine's Day, obviously, for you guys out there. Hopefully you guys are out there having fun, not too much fun now, responsible fun. But anyway, let's showcase the team real quick. All right, so Rotom, I only got one Rotom. I don't remember when I actually got this Rotom. I have no clue when I got this Rotom. I think it was from GoFest. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's actually from a time research. So whenever I did that time research, that is awesome because I got a freaking Rotom. We got Astonish, Thunderbolt, and as well as Ominous Wind on this Rotom here, which is amazing. Look how it just glitches out. It's such an awesome Pokemon. And then we got our Licky here. Our Licky, I just actually found out it's a number 11, like rank 11 Licky, which is awesome. PvP IVs, really amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off the Rotom IVs. Rotom IVs are like not the best at all. As I said, like I think I only had one of these things, and that's what I got from it. But the Licky is a rank 11, which is awesome. So really good IVs, can tank a lot of damage. Rollout, Body Slam, and as well as the Earthquake. Earthquake is pretty much one of the best move sets you can have on this Pokemon. Shadow Ball is really good too. Of course, as I said, there's a lot of psychic types, but say if you got a Licky versus another Licky or any other normal type like a Milk Tank, Earthquake is going to work phenomenally for you. And then last but not least, we are going to have the Aloma. I built this Pokemon specifically for this league. I am not a huge fan of Aloma just because of the fact is it's literally just used as a wall, and it it gets to his charge move super slow. I hate slow Pokemon, but we're using it for this team because Rotom definitely needs some bulk to assist, with these matches. So that is why we're using it here. Not the best IVs. It's a 96%, but this is like one of the only Alomola I had, and I definitely wasn't going to be able to find another one during this time. So we got Waterfall, Psychic, and as well as Hydro Pump. But that is it. That is the team. Let us get into the battles. Been talking long enough. Let's go. Sorry for the wait, for you guys waiting out there, but yeah, what you guys doing out here for Valentine's Day? Watching this video? I already know. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that. Please help your boy out, help the channel grow. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. But yes, let's get into the battles, man. Alright, so it looks like we're starting off. We got Skeledirge versus our Rotom. Now, Rotom has Astonish, which is going to do super effective damage, a whole bunch of damage to this freaking Skeledirge, which is nice. They switch into the Milk Tank, and that is why we have the Licky Licky here. Licky Licky is going to be able to tank most of the moves from this Milk Tank. Milk Tank is probably going to use a Thunderbolt here, which I should be able to tank phenomenally here. There it is, the Thunderbolt, taking it there. We're not going to shield. We're going to get off this Earthquake. Let's see how much damage this Earthquake ends up hitting on this Milk Tank, unless they end up shielding. If they shield, that is perfectly fine with me. Oh, they do not shield, so we end up taking half of the health, which is amazing. Now we can probably just spam it with a bunch of Body Slams here. I think they're probably going to hit me with another Thunderbolt, and they do, but we still have a whole bunch of energy here, or health anyway. Let's see if we can get to their let's see if we can get to 2 Body Slams before they get to another Body Slam. Let's see here. So I got one more rollout before I get to another Body Slam. Do they shield? They do end up shielding, and they do end up getting to another Body Slam. Now, do I shield? I do end up shielding, and it looks like I'm gonna I'm just gonna shield that Body Slam, get to my Body Slam, and let's see if they shield again. They have one more shield. Let's see if they waste it here. Let us see, and they do not. But I switch into the Rotom because I know they only have Thunderbolt, and as well as they only have Body Slam. Pretty much neutral, like I don't take any damage on either one. Body Slam isn't going to do that much damage, and I should be able to farm up just a little bit more energy onto my Rotom. That is the key here, to get energy on the Rotom, just in case there's another normal type. I am going to be able to actually hit off a Thunderbolt, and I was able to take out, look, there it is, Licky Licky coming in to the battle. We have 2 Thunderbolts loaded. They only have 1 shield left. Let's see if I can get one of these Thunderbolts off, and I do. Look at that. Takes half of the health of a Licky Licky, which is insane. I get off a second Thunderbolt here. Let's see if they end up taking this last Thunderbolt. If they do, we end up taking, nope, we don't take the Licky Licky, which is unfortunately, but we end up switching into our Aloma, I can never pronounce this properly, end up shielding the Earthquake here. As I said, we're very tanky, so we should be able to whittle down the rest of the Licky Licky's health here, see if we can get to a charge move. Now, he's going to probably have another Earthquake here. Aloma can tank this Earthquake, no problem. It really just depends on what they have in the back here. If I've already seen it, it's the freaking Skeledirge. I forgot the Skeledirge was freaking back here. Let's see if this Hydro Pump's probably going to get shielded here. Oh, it does not. I forgot they do not. I don't think they have any more shields. They switch back into the Licky Licky, and yeah, it's pretty much over. Done deal. Freaking Alomola with the win, with the dub. Let's go. But that's just awesome. Alomola. I did not like this Pokemon before. I still kind of don't like this Pokemon still, but it works well with this team, especially against that Skeledirge. That was insane. That was amazing there. But yeah, that would have been close. That would have been close. Alright, so this is the match we want to see, alright? We got Rotom versus Medicham. Now, I'm going to be doing super effective damage with the Astonish, and they're not going to be able to hit me with the counter. They switch into a Licky Licky, or they switch into a Lickitung. We switch into our Licky Licky. Basically, the Licks are not going to be doing any kind of damage to my Licky Licky whatsoever. They only have Body Slam and as well as Power Whip, which is not going to do, well, Power Whip's going to do a lot more damage than the Body body slam, but it looks like they're just going to go for spamming me with body slams here, which is fine. We're going to get off the Earthquake. Earthquake doing a good amount of damage, but this Lickitung is very, very bulky. We're going to try to get to another Earthquake here. Look at the Licks. Licks are doing completely nothing to me, which is insane. Well, not really that insane. Lick is a ghost move. I'm a normal type. That makes sense. Body slams getting spammed here. I think he has probably one more body slam, one or two more body slams potentially, but we're gonna get off another Earthquake. Let's see if they end up shielding here. They don't. We end up taking out the Lickitung, and then they switch into the Medicham, switch right back into the Medicham anyway. Let's see if we can get to a Earthquake before they take us out. We do get to the Earthquake. Let's see if they end up shielding this Earthquake or not. If they do end up shielding this Earthquake, that is fine with me, because we are going to be able to... Oh! Either one, we were able to get a shield, or we were going to take a good chunk of the Medicham's health off, which we end up doing. We're going to shield this first charge move here just in case it's something crazy. It could be just, oh yeah, it's just an ice punch there. I probably could have tanked it, but it's fine. They switch into the Talonflame. I'm going to bait with the ghost move here. Let's say a ghost move, I almost forgot what it was. Ominous Wind. We're gonna bait with the Ominous Wind and go into our Alomola, basically doing super effective damage with the waterfalls, which is amazing. They got their charge move. Let's see if yeah, it's a fly. We could definitely tank the fly for sure. Waterfalls just chunking away at the health. Incinerate's doing completely nothing. We're going to get off a charge move just so we don't get hit with another fly, so pretty much our Alomola doesn't go down here. We do get the shield off, which is very nice. I think that's their first shield, if I'm not mistaken. That might just be their first shield. We're going to take another fly, and then let's see if we can... Oh, no, they switch into their Medicham. They switch right back into their Medicham. Let's see, we can, almost farm down the Medicham. We cannot farm down the Medicham, which is fine. We're going to tank this because this is the Ice Punch. We still have a little bit more health left. Can we take out the freaking Talonflame before the Incinerate comes down? And we do. We astonish down before they get their Incinerate off, and that was a good game. GG's to my opponent there, but we are doing the dang thing, alright? But yeah, this team, freaking amazing. Rotom, such a good Pokemon. As I said, so many Psychic and Ghost type Pokemon. Well, not that many Ghost type Pokemon. There's only really like Skeledirge and Rotom itself. But a lot of Psychic type Pokemon in this league. So really good to have Rotom. And as I said, that bulky backline is just phenomenal. Going into the next match, we have Druddigon. I actually built this one too for this league. I haven't really had the best of luck with this Pokemon. It's a really fun not fun. It's a really cool Pokemon just because of the fact that it has Dragon Claw and as well as Crunch, and it you know, obviously it doesn't take any super effective damage from water, electric, fire. It's really amazing. We end up catching the Night Slash, which is amazing. I don't know if it was the Night Slash or the Dragon Claw that I just caught. I was just talking, but yeah, we are able to catch the move onto our Licky, and we are able to basically hit it with a body slam, which is nice, basically taking out majority of its health there. They switch into the Lickitung. We already know Licks are not going to do any damage to the Licky whatsoever, so it has no quick move damage, has to rely on the charge moves. We're going to get off an Earthquake. The body slams aren't going to do that much damage, so they're going to have to go with the Power Whip if they want to get my health down low enough. They do go with the Power Whip. Power Whip does a good amount of damage here. I'm just going to go with the body slam, see if I can just spam some of the body slams. Probably should have just went with the Earthquake. Earthquake definitely would have took it out a lot faster, and I definitely would have been able to get there in time. I just wasn't sure if he was going to get to the body slam before I got to the Earthquake, you know, and then he basically would have just KO'd me anyway. But looks like he was trying to farm me down with the Lick, so I was able to get another body slam through. And yeah, he does end up getting to the next charge move here. So I thought I was going to be able to actually take him out and actually gain switch there, but unfortunately I could not. But we do end up switching into the Rotom. Rotom end up farming down the lickitung. Oh my god, there's too many licks going on here, right? Get some energy onto my Rotom. Gonna hit with the ominous wind onto the next Pokemon that comes out, which is the Druddigon. They end up using a shield, which is fine with me. We're gonna counter back with another shield, and this Astonish should definitely one hit KO. Oh, they end up switching into a freaking Milk Tank. Now, if this was any other Pokemon, well, other than an Electrode, I would be fine. But unfortunately, well, Electrode and Milk Tank are just horrible for me because they're going to have the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's not going to do that great against the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt already doing a whole chunk of my health on the Alomola. We're just going to shield this next Thunderbolt, possibly, hopefully it's Thunderbolt. They bait me with a freaking Body Slam, bro. This is insane. So I pretty much go with a Hydro Pump, seeing if I can just KO this Milk Tank right here, right now. And unfortunately, they end up shielding, and I believe they're going to end up KOing our Alomola. And I don't think we're going to have enough energy on our Rotom to actually do anything, but they end up switching into the Druddigon, which actually gives me a little bit more energy. They just got off the Thunderbolt, so can I get off my Thunderbolt before they get off theirs? Or, you know, well, that's literally the only move they would be able to actually do any damage on me. Thunderbolt goes through and KOs the freaking Milk Tank, bro. Rotom is a freaking G in this league, bro. Love to see it. Love to see Rotom. It's Valentine's Day. Love this boy, okay? All right. But anyway, going into the next match, that was a tricky one. That was super tricky. Like, I literally could have went down on that one. That was just bad, okay? But luckily, they ended up not farming enough. Well, which makes sense because they probably didn't want me to get to another charge move or actually, like, you know, farm them down. So yeah, so I was in a very great position there. Starting off with the Alomola on their team, we got Rotom versus our Alomola. Let's see if we can get to the Thunderbolt, and let's see if they end up shielding the Thunderbolt here. Maybe we can get a shield. They end up switching and catching onto a Scrafty, which is awesome. Awesome catch by my opponent there. Awesome catch indeed. Now, the thing about the Scrafty, right? It is a dark type Pokemon and I am a ghost type Pokemon, but at the same time, Scrafty only has well, I mean, if it's using counter, I pretty much stay in just because Rotom is a part ghost type. It's not going to take any super effective damage from the counter whatsoever. So I'm still able to farm down a good amount of energy from the Scrafty, and I end up taking the Scrafty out. They switched into the Scrafty still just to get taken out, which is insane. They switch into the Skeledirge, Astonish doing a whole bunch of damage. Before they incinerate me fully down, I end up switching into my Licky. Licky is going to be non-effective against the Shadow Ball, so they're going to have to go with Disarming Voice. Disarming Voice not doing that much damage. And then they switch right back into their Alomola. We're going to get off an Earthquake. Oh, for some reason I ended up quitting out of the game. I think I was in the middle of doing something. I think I was at work at this point when I was actually doing this. They end up getting a Hydro Pump off on me, basically destroying my Licky, which is very unfortunate here. So we only have the Alomola and literally a smidget of health on our Rotom. So this is going to be very tricky for us. Pretty much we're going to get off the Confusion here before they get their Confusion off, or maybe even a Hydro Pump. I don't think a Hydro Pump would actually do that much damage. I mean, it's a pretty strong move. I don't know if it'll do that much damage onto the Alomola, but we do get a defense drop, which is very good. It's going to work out very great for us here. Looks like Psychic, that's a Confusion, right? Psychic, they're getting off a Psychic back on us, but we do not get the defense drop, which is very nice. This is just a battle of the waterfalls here. Basically, we're going to get to our Confusion first. I don't know if I should have just tried to just farm it down the rest of the way. Maybe took a Psychic, I'm not sure. They switch back into their Skeledirge. And yeah, looks like we're just going to tap away at the phone. Waterfall taking out the Skeledirge yet again. I mean, basically, Alomola has saved me from 2 Skeledirges already, which is insane. But yeah, Skeledirge does not like the Alomola, man. That matchup with the Alomola definitely does not work out for it. But we end up winning that game, even after like almost closing out of the game itself, which is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. I know I think, if I'm not mistaken, I lose one of these matches. I don't remember which one it is, but we are going to see which one. And also too, the other match that I was talking about, I actually did some matches on my wife's phone. I actually got my wife's account all the way up to Ace, and I'm about to show you the team that I built on her account, which is kind of crazy because the thing is, she doesn't have that many Pokemon, so I'm kind of using scraps, which is kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we got a match, Rotom versus Clefable. I'd rather have Clefable than freaking Wigglytuff, because Wigglytuff freaking has normal, it's a normal type, so it's, of course, you know, Astonish is not gonna do that much is that what I'm saying, right? Yeah, Astonish is not going to do that much damage, whereas it's doing a good amount of damage onto the Clefable, which is very nice. We end up switching into the Licky Licky because we want the Licky Licky to catch the the Moon Blast anyway, just because of the fact is I didn't want to use a shield. But I ended up using a shield anyway, because they ended up getting to 2 Moon Blasts, which I was not expecting at all. I should have expected it, because Clefable is using Fairy Wind. Fairy Wind like generates energy really fast, which is unfortunate. They switch into the Wigglytuff, which this is a Pokemon I do not want to see whatsoever. We're going to try to get to this Earthquake. We do end up getting to the Earthquake, and let's see if we can get some damage off onto this Wigglytuff. This is going to be super important for us. Yes, we do end up getting a lot of damage off on this Wigglytuff, which is very nice. We end up switching into our Alomola because yeah, Astonish is not going to do any damage to this Wigglytuff whatsoever, so yeah, we're gonna have to switch into the Alomola. Ooh, Disarming Voice, not expecting that. Disarming Voice coming at me. Still gonna be able to farm down the rest of the way of this Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff did a whole bunch of damage with Charm, which is insane. They switch into a Clefable, or switch back into their Clefable anyway. We're gonna get off of a Psychic, and I think, oh, we switch, yes, I was about to say, we are gonna switch right into our Rotom here, basically farming down the rest of the Clefable, and let's see what they got in the back. They have a freaking Licky Licky. I hate it. 2 normal types on the freaking team, bro. Insane. I think I faced off one team that had like freaking it was a Wigglytuff, a Miltank, and a Licky Licky. I was like, oh my god, this team is so freaking annoying. But as you can see, we get the Thunderbolt off. Literally does a whole bunch of damage off on this Licky Licky, which is amazing. We're gonna see if we can get to another charge move before they get to their charge move, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we can. But they are spamming us with Body Slams. Body Slams aren't doing that much, well, they are doing a good amount of damage, but you know, for the smidgen of health that we had anyway. We end up having to switch back into our Alomola. That's our last Pokemon. See if we can get our Waterfall down. We do still have one more shield left, so even if, see if this is a big move, oh, it's Body Slam. So they still could Body Slam us one more time. They do, and it's up to Alomola to tank this last Body Slam for this Waterfall to register. Let's see what it does. It tanks it, Water Slam registers, and we take out the Licky Licky, man. Such a real, it's like, as I said, I don't like this Pokemon, but the bulk on it is a freaking amazing. And actually, we end up winning all 5 of our matches. I thought we lost one match, but I guess we didn't on this one. But yeah, literally, this team was freaking amazing. Definitely recommend it. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to actually get used to the matchups with this team. Oh, speaking of, I just got a Jangmo-Ho on here, right? I got a freaking shiny Jangmo-Ho from the Go Battle League, which is insane. I'm about to actually show you guys that right now. But basically, we're still in the 2300s. We haven't really moved anywhere. We haven't really moved anywhere the last freaking 2 weeks, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I get close from 23 to 24. Like, I swear, like, I'm always choking. I end up going back. I have no clue what's going on. I think what it is, I need to start concentrating more on like the game itself. Sometimes I'm doing a whole bunch of multiple other things at the same time. That's the problem when you have ADHD like me. But anyway, but yeah, Jangmo-ho, bro. Look, I just got to show you guys this freaking shiny freaking Jangmo-ho. This thing looks amazing. Yeah, the IVs, I haven't even looked to see if it's like kind of semi-decent for PvP. I know it doesn't have a low attack or anything like that, but you can see on the very bottom, COT GBL Love Cup. Love Cup, bro. The fact that it even says Love Cup, that's where it was caught, and it literally is like a shiny heart on the very front is just amazing. This is a very special Pokemon. I might as well just tag it rare too, but that's just dope. That's just awesome. Love to see it. Love to see it. But anyway, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do like the video, enjoyed the video, definitely leave me a like. Comment down below what you guys think of this cup. I know it's been 2 weeks. It's pretty annoying. The meta's pretty small, but you know, for those people out there that are trying to climb up elo and everything like that, it's pretty good for you, just because of the simple fact is you get used to the meta pretty fast, and you pretty much know what to look forward to in terms of the different matchups and everything like that. You're pretty much not, there's no blindfold on what you're going to see in this league, so that's the only thing. But for any of those people that want something new, obviously this is not going to be a fun time for you. But let me know what you guys think of Rotom in this league. Freaking Rotom, such a sleeper pick. Love to see it. Obviously I love ghost Pokemon, right? So just the fact that there's a ghost Pokemon that's actually super viable in this league, and I actually got to use a Rotom that I typically would just stay in my Pokemon roster, like it would just stay there not doing anything, you know. I love that I was able to actually use it here. But anyway, that is it. That is the end of the video. Hope you guys are doing great and amazing, especially on this Valentine's Day. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.